fights in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington State's offense will go on the attack first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
They're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. Now on the move. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory.
Quarterbacks have played so well under Lane Kiffin in recent years. You can even go ahead of Jackson Dart back to Matt Corral and what he was doing in that offense. So now the lefty takes over. This dude's got a lot of talent. He can make every single throw on the field. Lane Kiffin's playbook is completely at this guy's disposal, and because of that, you know there are going to be a lot of big plays for the Rebels.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning it on. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. With the catch, it's dribbling.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
The Rebels send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. Throws for the tight end. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
No, it's just such a missed opportunity for this offense. It's 3rd and 1, and you're trying to trick the defense by taking a shot. Defense dials in the blitz, but you just like to think that your offensive line, running backs, and tight ends can get that picked up to give your QB a shot to chuck it deep.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll heave it deep. He's got it inside the 15. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two teams feeling each other out a bit, down 10-3 as they open this drive. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The most mind-boggling stat from last season is that Ole Miss trailed for a grand total of 2 minutes all year long and somehow lost 3 games and missed the playoff.
Yeah, it was incredible, but it was a great year. You saw the line of scrimmages for Ole Miss really take over. Offense and defensive lines, that was the strength of their team. It allowed them to thrive, to win more games, to be more dominant.
There he goes! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. To the air, it's Simmons. They'll run the screen. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of 1st down yardage, and now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's It's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. They cough it up inside their 3. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Now the chance for perhaps the most rewarding 1-yard drive in the history of football. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. They believe they can run right here. Got enough for the first. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Got a man, it's Stribling. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Catch in the middle. It's high.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The gift to the tailback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's high. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Back to pass, it's Simmons. Tagged out of the air. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They got to get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed behind the line, it's Taylor. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Never a doubt. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Freeman.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got it in the middle. It's dribbling. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haas. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Haas.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The give is to Taylor. Running into the open space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes a man miss. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
To the air, it's Simmons. Working that wide receiver screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Breaks a tackle. Oh, another great move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's dribbling.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll toss it. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run it from the gun. Got the 1st down and more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field, and that's why you had a big play.
Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's dribbling. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Lee. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the marker. It's Wallace. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. He makes a catch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Looking to get it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Hold and fire complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Using the quick game. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Hard in the backfield, it's Ellison. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Ellison. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Looking for the 2-point try. Trying to punch it in. stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Pulls it, fired, complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pulls it in, it's Wallace. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Haas. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's dribbling. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. That's caught. It's Ellison.
The second down pass complete to Wyatt. He's brought down at the 41 yard line.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Diggs. It's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the 1st down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Simmons. The short hands, it's dribbling. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab behind the line. It's dribbling. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Taylor has it. Puts him in the spin cycle. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
The Rebels are threatening on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They've got him in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
It'll be 3rd and long. The snap sets up the throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Wants to throw again. Finds a tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got a man. It's Ellison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Washington State has it all working right now. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Ellison. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Meredith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. The short hands. It's Ellison. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because he gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's caught. It's dribbling. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
To throw, it's Simmons. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Simmons. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
Ole Miss 46, Washington State 19.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellison. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ellison. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.